High five!
High five, high touch.
High touch! Yay!
Possible without feeling too full. But think of it as a ramen marathon, let's say. You don't need to finish all the broth. Everyone has a different appetite. There's a lot of food, but you don't need to finish all the broth in the soup. But interestingly enough, in ramen, not as much as you might think. However, there is a very Japanese, let's say, style of cooking or technique that's called niboshi. Has anyone ever heard of niboshi? What niboshi is dried boiled fish. Kind of a fish accent you'll find in some things, including soup. And there's such thing as niboshi ramen. At this ramen shop, what they do is take 3 types of baby sardines, they dry those, 1 type of horse mackerel. Only to the horse mackerel do they take a blowtorch that helps bring out some of the aromas. So 4 types of fish in total. But it sounds fishier than it is because they also blend chicken and kelp into the broth. Very well balanced, a great introduction to a very Japanese style of ramen, niboshi ramen. Now the theme at this ramen shop, let's say, is kodawari. Kodawari, also here backwards in black and red, basically means pursuit of perfection. I think one of the things that makes Japan a special place is looking at things with a magnifying glass, saying, how do I perfect this? Giving 120%. This is definitely kodawari ramen, in that the master chef inside, Emoto-san, he worked on 200 different combinations before getting to these 2 dishes. So constantly tweaking until you believe you've achieved perfection.
Try this.
So I'm gonna try the shrimp mace soba and deniboshi shiro.
The spice is sesame, carrot puree.
We have smaller bowls so you can sample everything without getting too full.
First sip.
I got a shio ramen.
Shiro ramen. So he recommended trying the broth of the shiro ramen first. That's the shiro, right?
That is curry and ramen. How do you bring the 2 together and still perhaps make it ramen? I think that's the point here. It's not like they took a thick, creamy North Indian curry, put in noodles and toppings and called it a day. Everything has been adjusted accordingly. And depending on the dish you take, it's either more curry or less curry, taking the front seat or either the back seat. Wait, I have to make sure my hair is good. Don't normally have the double on the individually. Broth is made up of seasoning and soup. Seasoning is only about a shot or 2 of espresso in terms of size. It's not that much, but it's very important for the flavor foundation of any good bowl of noodles in ramen are wheat flour noodles with that ingredient I was just about to talk about, which is kansui. Kansui is an alkaline mineral water.
So this is the first one that we're going to try, the curry ramen. So this is the curry ramen.
Those are crazy.
Yeah, those are really hot. There's a warning on them.
How do you like your spicy miso? Is it good?
Very good. Do you want to try it again?
No. It's my favorite. Really good.
Everyone's getting there.
Check this out. This is number 2.
You're sweating now, Dax.
I don't think it was to do with
sweating.
ramen, but I've seen some video on YouTube when they're
Alright. Let's try this. This is the curry ramen.
No, the black sesame.
Black sesame curry ramen.
Oh, no kidding.
So
So
good.
it is like removing the gunk from the top. That's so interesting. I've never seen it in Japan.
It starts with the neighborhood starts with
This style of ramen was born. This place specializes in that pork bone ramen from Fukuoka. Fusion, as you might guess, is happening with some of the colors here. Some interesting things occurring, but it's more than food coloring, I can tell you.
Oh, okay.
A lot of interesting things. Same. It's just the soup doesn't come all the way. It's just a wider bowl, but 1/4 noodles. Did you bowl?
the original. Okay.
Is that really Australian? Yeah, I think
Alright. Our second ramen.
And amazing balsamic vinegar.
This is spicy.
No worries.
Done with it.
Spicy and sweet. Wow. This is yours.
Hands off, hands off.
Right.
absolute gold.
Different but good.
Trademark. Dax.
Yeah.
Nice commentary.
Let me try it. Oh, let me try it with the noodles too.
Oh, you haven't tried noodles yet?
No.
For the second.
Alright, here's the next ramen.
Cray.
Not super full.
The squid
Eating the
ink
second
pork
one helped me.
broth ramen. I forgot what's the name of this ramen.
Or you were just saving something around. It was the only time I lived away from the ocean.
And you noticed
And
it?
it was, oh,
Yeah, I guess you did.
I lived on the ocean my whole life. Everywhere we lived, except when we lived in, when I lived in Denver. So.
Squid ink tonkotsu. It's really good.
Mornings I would wake up and like, the ocean, like I swear.
Yeah, so actually,
I missed it so much.
Maybe your roommate was just playing prank on you. Put a speaker above you.
it's more about texture than it is about taste. 'Cause they don't have
So, Pao, what do you think of the ramen tour earlier?
Oh, it's really good. I highly recommend going with Frank. He's really knowledgeable. He eats like 400
Ramen in 1 year, and he has his
not
own.
in one day, okay? It's
You know,
1 year.
it's too much. But he has his own vlog. 5 a.m. ramen, I think.
5
So-
a.m. ramen.
So make sure to check that out. And yeah, overall we sampled 10 ramen,
Different kinds
10
of
different ramens, from the light broth to the heavier ones, which is the
The diffusion ones,
tonkotsu.
the new ones. Learned a lot about ramen.
Learn around the history and everything. So it was very educational. It's just really awesome.
And right now we're just going to get some desserts or maybe just hot coffee or...
Just walk it off. We had so many ramen, so many
This is
carbs.
interesting.
See, we're gonna check that out. So.